How's it going, everyone? It's Alex with ACflips on YouTube. I'm a full-time six-figure Amazon seller. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to scan through toys with tactical arbitrage to find for Q4. Most people know this, but if you don't, toys are a huge seller during Q4. Obviously, people are buying toys for their kids for Christmas presents, Black Friday deals. They want to buy these toys. Toys just go crazy during Q4, but not really during other times of the year. But I want to show you how you can scan through toys. Instead of searching hours and hours on websites, you can have tactical arbitrage do it for you. So before we jump on the computer, if you guys want to subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. But let me show you how to set up tactical arbitrage searches. Okay, so on tactical arbitrage, there's a couple different ways to scan different categories that you want. I'll show you both ways. We'll start with the easy version first. If you want a certain website that you want to source from, let's just say Target, you'll search on the website here. I'm in the product search tab here. You'll search Target on the website tab, and then on this easy bulk section on the side here, you're going to scroll down until you find toys, right? We want to be specific with our categories, so we're searching the exact category that we want. Let's say we want to do, toys and video games. You can filter down even further if you know there's certain things you don't want to search. Like if you didn't want to search dolls or doll houses or fidget toys or any of these specific categories, you can uncheck the boxes. We want to be broad here, so I'm just going to search all toys and video games, basically things that are very giftable for Christmas time. It only lets you select 500 at a time, so if there's multiple categories that you're trying to choose and you reach your limit, you'll just have to do a second search to keep adding some of these other categories. But right now, we're only sitting at 200. Once we have them selected, we can add to bulk, and then that's going to kind of have this category set as the easy bulk with Target. Then we're going to scroll down. We want to set our filters so we know what to search for. First, I have the source price adjustment. If you have any discounts from the store, you want to add that here, right? So if you have a 10% off toys coupon or something like that, you can enter that in the store discount. The cashback, you can add like a Rakuten cashback here, but I suggest not using any kind of cashback discount here because you don't want to factor that into your profits. If you're using Rakuten for cashback or top cashback, you don't really want to factor that into your profits because not all websites actually give you the cash back. Sometimes Rakuten will say, 2%, 5%, but it doesn't always actually give you that 2% or 5%. So you got to be careful about adding cash back into your profit if you're not actually going to get the cash back to put back into the business and make it actually worth what you were purchasing the cost at. So we're going to leave that blank for now. We don't have any gift cards or anything like that. I have my sales tax added here, which you can add. And we'll go to the next one. Things you want to remove. As for filters, you want it to sell at least 20 to 30 times a month. Certain categories at a 200K rank is going to be okay with you, but maybe for toys, you want to go to a 100K rank. You can look at the Jungle Scout sales estimator for understanding, what ranks are going to sell how many per month. So for toys, I think 100K is probably a pretty broad range. So normally I would have this one checked, remove if Amazon is also a seller and in stock. But for some toys, Amazon goes out of stock in December, so you definitely don't want to eliminate any of those options because like toys like Legos and certain other Hasbro toys that Amazon sells regularly, a lot of times they sell out in November or early December, and then there's a bunch of opportunity for third-party sellers like us to take the buy box and sell a bunch of items. So we want to make sure we're scanning those products as well. Like I said, we don't want to find products that aren't going to sell all that much. We want fast-moving products, so we want to remove if any estimated sales is less than 20. You can bump that up to 30 or 50 or whatever your criteria is. And then for me, this is just a preference. We want to remove if the number of sellers is less than 2 or more than 70. I don't want to be selling on listings that have a ton of sellers because those tend to tank in price. And also, if there's only one seller on the listing, it's going to weed out a lot of the wholesale items, so we can avoid any of those products. The next filter is going to be under the costs and fees. You're just going to add your cost per pound, what you estimate for shipping to Amazon. There's always that fee in there, so you want to make sure you're accounting for that. For me, it's actually closer to 0.3, so 30 cents per pound. That's what I'll leave it at. The next is profit and ROI. You want to keep this a little bit lower than your normal criteria. So for me, my normal criteria is $3 and 30% ROI. But for the searches, you want to stay broad because if you can add any coupons or if you have any rewards that you can add while you're checking out at a certain store, you might be able to find products that other sellers won't hit their criteria. And then you'll find these products that other sellers won't. So if you go a little bit lower than your normal criteria, so I have it set at $2.50 minimum profit and a 25% ROI, that's gonna find some products that maybe I normally wouldn't purchase, but if I have some, Kohl's Cash or rewards at a different site, maybe that bumps up this product to be a little bit more profitable. And then the last one, we just want to reverse search for the UPC sites. That's just something that I've always had. It adds a couple more products, potentially reverse searched on Amazon. And then we can hit search, and then we will see in the search status that it's going to start going through all of the toy products that we use in our easy bulk category. So all of those toys will get scanned. It might take a day or two or a couple hours at least to sort through some products, but that'll be in the search manager here. So now I'm going to show you a little bit different way to kind of maybe go more specific on finding certain categories at stores. So we're going to start a new search. We're going to delete the easy bulk, right? Because we don't want to use that feature anymore. What we're going to do is actually search specific URLs from websites based on the category we're searching. So we're just going to stick with toys here. But what I'm going to do is I'm on Kohl's right now. We're going to look at a specific category that you want to search, right? If you want to search specific action figures or Lego or Star Wars or any certain brand, you can go to the page that has those, right? Filter down to those, and it's going to give you all of these products that you can search for. For us on this search, the action figures and play sets, that's going to result 262 items. I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound very fun to manually source every single one of those. I'd rather have Tactical Arbitrage scan those for me while I'm sourcing for other products. So what you can do, you can copy that URL, go back to Tactical Arbitrage, and under this category tab, right, everything else is blank. Category tab, we paste it in there. It's going to recognize the URL that it's Kohl's. We don't want to touch anything easy bulk, but you want to make sure that you fill in the start page and the end page, right? It said that there was 6 pages here, so you want to have at least 6. I like to just put 99. Well, unless there's more, unless there's over 100 pages, then I'll go $9.99. You just want to make sure that it's going to grab every single item that you're searching, all 262 of those items. So that way you're not missing any of those products potentially to be profitable. And this is all auto-filled from before, so we shouldn't have to modify any of those things. I'm going to use the same filters to find these products, but now it's only going to search these categories in Kohl's under this specific action figure category. So it's going to be a little bit more specific, might not take as long to search because there's only 200 products to go through instead of, maybe all of the entire toy section at Target is maybe like 5,000 toys. So that search might take a little longer. This one is more specific, but if there's a certain category on clearance, you can use this filtering system to quickly go through that category without having to manually source it yourself. So we're going to search for that, and then we can go in Search Manager and we can see our 2 searches all set up for us. Once we're ready to find the products added, you can see this first search we put in. It's already checked 270 products, hasn't found any that fit our criteria. But once you do, you can click the results button and it'll bring you to the page where you have all of your filtered products in a line, and you can click on the product and see if the product is actually profitable. So if you use Tactical Arbitrage, there's definitely some good ways to help you automate and speed up the process of sourcing. You're not always going to find things, or you might find things that a lot of other sellers are currently selling, but it is a tool to help you sort through certain websites quicker, especially if there's sales going on. That's going to be a way to help you find more profitable products than the average person using Tactical Arbitrage. If you guys found this helpful, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.